You have found my treasure. One, two, three, four.
Wow.
That was a heroic effort. Use magic to kill death. The pet has moved. One, two, three, four. Try and find a way out. Beware the bullet.
Welcome. Hi guys, how you doing? Let's give people time to show up because I don't give anybody notice about when I'm going to stream because I don't know. I'm not good with timing and schedules and stuff. Hi Scissors and Burn, how you guys doing? I think I'm all set and ready to go. This will probably be the last stream with this crappy webcam that I've got pointed at the wheel because I ordered myself a new one and I think it's gonna come in tonight or today or whatever. Why not both? Oh, I don't know. I've watched people. My mic is yeah. I've watched people stream trucking, and I figured out I'll watch a stream on one screen and play it on the other screen, and I can't play trucking or drive a truck while I'm watching somebody else drive a truck. I get distracted and crash. Just like when I'm playing Minecraft, I can't watch somebody streaming Minecraft at the same time because, you know, I hear somebody else's footsteps and I'm looking around looking for a creeper and whatnot. It doesn't work too well. This truck is a lot quieter. I just got this truck. This is the Rubber Ducky Mac R from the movie Convoy. And this truck I think was overhauled for 140, so it still works pretty good. I don't think it needs really anything. The mirrors look pretty good. I was driving a Autocar DC, and there's like a few other little add-on mods to like make some sounds work and whatnot, but the lighting is still a mess with that truck. It's a nice truck, I love it, but the mirrors during the daytime are way too bright. You can't see anything out of the mirrors because the sun reflection is way too much. And then at nighttime, the mirrors don't work at all. They're just blacked out pretty much. And there's a few other issues. That truck. I do like it, but it needs to be updated for 141, basically, and for some reason it hasn't been yet.
Use the right lane, then turn right.
It's a nice old truck, though. I love old trucks.
Turn right.
Yeah, the other Mac R, the Harvin one, is probably still better, but this is the convoy truck. This truck is very simple, but it works. I mean, we'll find out as I drive it more, but it's fine. I don't need a lot of options really. Yeah, XPS makes really good mod. I think what happened with XPS is he made the trucks for American Truck Sim, the two Autocars and the Freightliner Classic. But then he went over to Euro Truck Sim and made like 2 or 3 trucks over there, and I have a feeling that that's what he's all interested in now, and he kind of left American trucks in the dust. I don't know, I'm guessing. I'm purely guessing, but... Oh, Century wasn't updated yet? Yeah, well, 141 just came out, so... Gotta give him some time. Like Pro Mods Canada, I don't think it's been updated yet. Although the Mexico one is updated. Oh.
Continue straight.
Yeah, I like the bouncy roads, yep. Boy, this truck is still quiet. The last truck I was driving, the Autocar, it was the other way around. I had to turn the volumes down. This truck, I already turned the volumes up once. But I think I'm going to have to turn the engine up a bit louder. I don't really hear it too well. And I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But I'm pretty certain I'm going to be getting the Logitech G29 soon. I haven't ordered it yet. I'm like kind of devil and angel thing on my shoulders trying to justify buying it, but I think it's as cheap as it's ever gonna get. And boy, it would be nice to have a real shifter and a clutch pedal. Because I don't know if it's gonna really fit on my setup. That's the other thing that's worrying me. Oh, it actually coupled. I didn't think. I thought I was going to have to straighten out. Autocar is actually a very old truck company. From back in the day when they were first inventing cars and trucks. That's why it was called Autocar. Because they didn't even really settle on what to call a car yet. This is not the way out. I didn't really look at the map. No, I can get out this way. But, they made these really nice trucks and dump trucks and stuff. But, I think they stopped making bigger trucks probably like late 80s or early 90s, somewhere around there. But the business still exists, Autocar. They make like medium-sized trucks now, but they're just selling the name. It has nothing to do with the original company by now, I think. They might even be foreign, I don't know.
Take the left turn ahead. Turn left.
Now, if the music gets too loud, let me know. I turned it up a little bit because the first opening song, the Gauntlet song, was pretty quiet sounding. But now the other songs are playing, I'm thinking, I might need to go down a couple points. Home Depot paint job for the Cascadia. Cool. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Take the left turn.
I'm trying to remember what engine I got. I think this is the Detroit Diesel 8V72. Oh, I think it's about... I didn't get a really high horsepower one. I think it's only maybe 450 horsepower. Trying to get an angle where I can see. Oh, left. Well, good thing I stopped. Okay, you're gonna wait. Thought I was turning right for some reason. That is actually by design. Yeah, the double yellow. They do that to get the driver's attention that the road's about to end with a stop sign, because that's what happened back there. I've never seen it IRL, but I know there are some places that do that. I think maybe I saw it once in a road in New Jersey, actually. It's just a way to get the driver's attention to say, hey, the road's ending. Because a lot of people distracted driving or whatever, just not paying attention good enough, they get to the end of the road and they just keep driving right off into an intersection where they get T-boned or whatever, or even if they make it through, then they end up in a field or something.
Continue straight.
But yeah, this truck looks good. It's a lot better than it used to be, actually, but there's still not many options with it. Like when you go to customize it, there's very few things that you can do, that you can change with this truck. But I really don't mind that too much, because it's pretty good, and it did just get updated recently, so it's not bad. It's got the same problem that all the Macars have, where when you set to look in your left mirror, the mirror kind of sticks out a little too far, so you have to manually move the camera out a little bit further. It's not that big a deal, but it's a slightly annoying. I think we've only got a 12 speed here, and I'm already in 11th. I gotta make this engine scream a bit more. It is a Detroit diesel. Yeah, that happens. I always find a healthy way to deal with gaming is just rotate games. You play a game for a little while, you get tired of it, you play a different game. I will say, if I get that G29 wheel with the actual shifter, I might not play the older games as much, because the older games, like 18 Wheels of Steel, they won't utilize that shifter. I just have to use this. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I could just not have the shifter plugged in when I play the older game, but since I'm going to have that shifter, I'm going to want to use it. Stormworks? Cool. I never got into that one.
Speed limit exceeded.
I've seen Northern Alex play it a few times, and I saw what you built in Stormworks. You made the 44 tonner in there, which was pretty sweet. Also, for some reason, it all goes to the lighting update of 140 with the Autocar truck. The GPS on the dashboard. Oh, thanks for that. As if that was my fault, game. I'm just driving straight down the road. That guy just drove right into the side of my truck. Let's see. what? I'm gonna turn the volume up on this engine. I can barely hear it. Oh god. That took a little bit too long. I thought it was gonna crash. Yeah, exactly, Sergi. Screw that truck. That's been happening a lot with the newest update, I've noticed. I don't know if that's intentional with the new update, or maybe one of my mods is screwing around with traffic, but I don't think it is. Okay, truck engine volume. Oh, I usually don't have to turn it up this high. Usually I only have to turn the truck and engine volume up this loud if I'm driving one of the stock SCS trucks, because they're pretty quiet. This should not be this quiet, but it is. I would turn the main volume up a little bit. Thermometer for like a digital thermometer, I'm guessing, from Radio Shack. Oh, it's an old one, I see. No. Good job. LCD, cool. Radio Shack had a lot of good stuff. It's a damn shame they're all gone now. I have a cordless phone, like a base with the main base with one phone and then another base charger with another phone for this house here that I have just in a drawer because we got rid of our hard line. Well, probably 2-3 years ago, because it was, you know, $25-30 a month that we couldn't afford, and we still can't. But those are Radio Shack phones, and they're good phones. They still work. I think the one of them, the battery dies pretty quick. It needs a new battery, which now that Radio Shack is gone, I don't know if you'd ever be able to find. I have a very simple soldering iron that's a Radio Shack. They made good stuff. It's just people don't fix anything anymore, you know? So that took away a lot of the business for Radio Shack. And for other things that they could have competed with, they didn't do very good. Like, Radio Shack should have really gotten into computers more. I don't know. I guess they did kind of get into computers, but I don't think they got into it enough. Yeah, the old ones like Tandy's and whatnot, yep. Oh, AA, that's actually kind of good. That means you can change the batteries relatively easily, as opposed to like if it was like a watch battery or something. The GPS on this truck, I can barely see it. Most of the lighting stuff is fine with this truck, but that GPS is not lit up. Turning the lights on and off. Small detail, but it's annoying. By the way, we're hauling a double trailer full of potatoes because there's an event going on in ATS right now, where you have to haul the one big Idaho potato once, which I've already done, but you know, if I don't find another load, it's available. I could always haul it again just to show it off. But you got to haul that once and haul regular potatoes 6 times, I think, which really isn't much. But you can keep doing it to build onto the community goal, you know, like with the event. Tandy TRS Model 180, cool. Oops. That's what I get for looking at chat. You get rewards, I guess. I'm not sure if you get more rewards for the community goal too, because you do get rewards just for doing your 6 loads. Usually when there's an event like this, it's like 15 or 20 loads. I'm surprised it's only 6. But it's specifically you got to get the potatoes from Idaho, so I guess they figure people aren't going to want to have to keep going back and forth to Idaho over and over again. think she's ready for 12th. You don't have Idaho? Yeah, they had an event for Colorado. I think it was Colorado before I bought the Colorado DLC. That kind of bummed me out that I couldn't do it. Yeah. I think it's probably like... I think most of the states are like $13. I could be wrong. The next state coming out is going to be Wyoming. And I think after that is going to be Texas. Now, Wyoming is probably going to be a typical $13 state like the other ones have been. But Texas, oh boy, Texas is huge. I'm guessing Texas is a long way off. I'm guessing Texas is either going to be in like two parts, like East Texas and West Texas, which people are going to be annoyed about, or it's going to be more than $13. Because that's a huge state. It's probably just about the biggest one, I think. Between Texas, California, and New York, those are the biggest. Pennsylvania. Michigan. They're working their way over, but yeah, it's going to be a while. You'll get Michigan before I get New York, that's for sure. Great Lake Freighter. They probably will. They've been doing very good with ATS. It's been slow progress, like a state here and a state there, but when they come out with a state, it's always really, really nicely done. Yeah, I wish they started on the East Coast too. Yeah, when they first came out with ATS, and they were like, oh, here's ATS, and I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, this is California, isn't it? Oh boy, that's gonna be a while before they make it to me. Yeah, there's been a lot of desert, yeah. There's a lot of mountains too, though, like Colorado is super pretty. And Idaho here, once you get into the mountains, is really nice. Well, where are we now? We're not in Idaho anymore. Leaving Idaho. Where are we going? We're going to Elko, yeah. That's why you're seeing desert now. We're down in, what is this, Nevada, right? Yeah. Oregon is really pretty, yeah. And Washington State, those two. I spent a lot of time there, actually. Yeah, it's okay. I can't either. So one of the reasons why I haven't streamed, well, a lot of it's been, sleep schedules, and I just haven't gotten around to it, basically. But also, my neighbor that I'm very close to, he's basically, I call him my neighbor all the time, but he's basically a family friend by now. He's basically a family member, really. But anyway, he's got this riding mower, this red riding mower that used to be my grandfather's. And when we moved into this house, well, we got rid of RD10. Don't worry about that. But basically, we had two riding mowers here. We had one from another house that we sold off, and then the red one. So I sold him the red one, my neighbor. And it was barely ever used because I didn't like it very much. My grandfather got it like right before he came down with Alzheimer's, so he used it for like...
Then take the exit on the right.
He used it for like one season, and then, he was bedridden after that.
Take the exit on the right.
Actually, when he used it for that one season, his mind was already going by that time. We were at the stage where we were trying to get the keys away from him because we were worried he was going to get in the car and drive around doing 15-20 miles an hour driving through town and kill somebody. But anyway, he was using that riding mower, and he couldn't. There's this one part of the yard where there's a hedge that you gotta try to go around, and then there's a big bush in the corner, and there's not enough room to get between the hedge and this bush. So you gotta like go in and then put it reverse and back out. Well, since this riding mower is kind of newish, like late 90s new for
Take the left
him
turn
anyway.
ahead.
Okay, I cannot see this GPS anymore. I'm gonna have to put that one on.
Turn left.
But anyway, since it was kind of newish, it had a safety feature where if the blades were still down on the riding mower and you put it in reverse, the engine would just shut off. It's a safety feature. That way, I guess you can't, run somebody over behind you. It's the stupidest thing though, because if somebody's behind you, whether or not the blades are down, and if you back up into somebody behind you, what's going to hit them? It's not going to be the blades that's going to hit them. It's going to be the back tires of the riding mower. Then the blades will get them, but you already hit them with the mower. So why do the blades have to be up in the air before you can back up? It's never made any sense. Then eventually when I sold it to my neighbor, me and him went over it, and we found the wire for the sensor to set that senses when it's in reverse, and we just cut the freaking wire and said, yeah, screw that noise. Oh, downshift. Okay, I see what happened. I made the corner too tight. Although in my defense, this road was super narrow. Oh dear, I'm a little stuck here. You see, because I have to go in that way. That's a dead end, I'm sure. There's really no room here. Really had to come from the other way and make a left in here. That's the thing. Okay, we got it. It's not an object, it's a woman. It's Melissa, apparently.
Recalculating.
They're all Russian people that you can pick from in the front seat. I'll check. Oh, welcome back, Scissors. But anyway, my grandpa, when he was driving the riding mower into that corner, he was like stuck because he knew that he couldn't back up because the engine would shut off, but he like didn't know how to raise up the blades, the mower deck. So he was just kind of sitting there, and my neighbor had to like rescue him from the riding mower because he was like just stuck in the bushes not knowing what to do. And that's when we knew, okay, Grandpa can't mow the lawn anymore. I was like, I don't know, maybe 16 at the time, and I had to figure it out, which wasn't that big of a deal. I might have already been doing RD10 at that time anyway, but still, that was kind of a wacky moment. But anyway, I'm telling you about that because that same red riding mower, they was using it this year. Actually, they barely used this riding mower because a lot of times he just uses a push mower because he wants to get the exercise walking or whatever. But anyway, he was going to use it this year because his knee was bothering a bit. And he was riding it around, and the drive just stopped working out of nowhere. And I looked under, I couldn't really figure it out. It's either a broken belt that I can't see, or I think it's a linkage. I think the belts are okay, but it's some kind of linkage with the lever that puts it into gear. I'm not sure. But anyway, we got somebody's going to come and pick up this riding mower, and the day that they pick it up, we have to get it out of the shed and push it all the way up the driveway, put it up in the front yard somewhere so he can pick it up easily. And he's been super busy, and then it's been raining on and off like almost every day for the last 2 weeks. It's been crazy how much rain we've been getting lately. So, don't knock it with all the other places that aren't getting rain. But, so it's just been wacky scheduling conflicts. So a lot of times when I want to stream, I'm hesitant to do it because I'm worried my neighbor's going to call me any minute and just say, oh, we got to get this riding mower out now. I can stop everything. But I know we're not doing it today because it was a little stormy earlier. So that's why I'm streaming. Alright, so... Oh, I'll show you the event page now. I don't know if you can read this, it's kind of small, but... So, the community goal is to achieve 200,000 deliveries of either potatoes cargo or the event-specific Big Idaho potato. Okay. From any city, so it has to come from a city in Idaho. No matter where you deliver it to, but it has to come from a city in Idaho. And for the player goal, you need 6 deliveries of potatoes and 1 of the big potato. I already did the big potato, but if we're in a town and I can't find the regular potatoes load, then we'll probably do the big potato because it's worth a decent amount of money anyway. First of all. Yes, it's got to be external. It's got to be at least 100 miles per load. You'll get a personal World of Trucks achievement, 2 Steam inventory items for the cabin, a yummy wooden bowl of fresh crisp potato chips, and an attractive Idaho unique giant salamander sticker. So that's the reward you get for the personal goal. Then if everybody gets the community goal up to 200,000 deliveries of potatoes, which will probably happen easily way before. I think this event's going on until August. It's probably going to be done before then. So, the community... And you already did the personal, then you'll get 2 more items. A special Idaho Nights air freshener, and a cute Idaho potato sticker. So there you go. That's what the event is. But obviously, if you don't have Idaho, you ain't gonna be able to do it. You always notice that. I don't know. It's Testralina. This is the tester profile that I just made a few days ago because I figured with all the different mods and trying to sort out what works and what doesn't work, I just started from scratch and I added a couple of mods and drove a truck. And I drove one route and then I added a couple more mods. I'm still in that process actually right now. We're gonna quit. Well, Launchpad it's called. They changed the UI a little bit for 141. Go to the profiles. And I'm going to add a couple more mods. I've been doing like 1 truck, 1 trailer each time. I think I've already added most of the mods that I was worried about not working. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. It's thinking about it. No, it took a while. This is new, the Mexico one. I still have pro mods floating around in here, but it's obsolete. It needs to be. They need to come out with the new pro mods for 141, which is fair enough. 141 just came out like maybe a week ago, I think. So I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay, let's see. Stuff like the Kenworth K100E and the Scott, I know those are gonna be updated and ready to go. Those guys always update their mods. SCR, that's the same guy that makes the Scott. Those are always going to be good. So let's try to find one that I'm going to be kind of worried about. This one just came out 140 for Diamond Rio, so that should be fine. I think 140 to 141, I don't think mods had to do a whole lot to update them. A lot of times trucks and trailers can get away with not being updated from one update to the next. It's when they change something major like the sounds and now the lighting with 140 and 139. That's when they had to keep up, really keeping these things up to date. Let's see. This one is really old. This Ford. You know what? I don't think I'm going to try that. That mod is really old and outdated. It's too bad because it's an old Ford truck. But, there's no way the sound is going to work. Pretty sure it's too old for that. This trailer aperture, that's got to be broken by now. That's really old. That's really old. Oh, Marmon. Let's try that. Of course, I don't know if I'm going to drive it right now, but I can go into the mod truck dealer and just check it and go through and see if it crashes when I'm looking at it and stuff like that. I have the Mac R and the FLB in already. Okay. Now, is there anything else for Marmon that I have to... No. I guess there's no sound fix or anything like that. I think that truck's going to be fine. Yeah, it says 140 in it. Battlefield 1 is free on Prime Gaming. Oh, neat. You found the Rusty Scott skin. Cool. I hope it still works. That one's kind of old. Oh, good lord. DX12 upgrades and mods will break again. The downside of mods. I love my mods, but yeah. That at least seems like something that needs to update. But when they did the whole sound overhaul, just so that you can hear the engine when you roll down the window and stuff like that, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna break everything. Is it really worth it? Let's see. We'll grab this trailer. I've been only adding a little bit at a time, so that hopefully we'll run into something in traffic or whatever, or something will crash, and then I'll be like, okay, I just added this and this. Trailers. There. And I think that's it for now. Oh, I need to try out Kenworth W900A. I wonder if that got updated. That's actually... I love it when something's on the workshop because you can actually go right to the Steam page and see what it's been updated for. 140. Yeah, I have an engine pack. This one's probably fine then if it's 140. I don't think much changed between 140 and 141 for the trucks. Okay. That'll be next, I think. Ford Aeromax, yeah, I'm not sure. That's the next... Actually, that should be the next one I test. That one's maybe a couple of updates old now. International 9800 with mod work. I think so. Actually, that's another older one that I should try out, 9800. I think what you have to do is you have to pick a different engine from the... I have a big engine pack. I think it's called Rabbinicus engine pack. And that... I think the stock engine for the International 9800, the sound doesn't work, but if you get one of the engine pack engines, then it will. Yeah, I'm not sure what they did with California. I know they reworked some stuff. There's a new Sierra Nevada map mod, but apparently it's not compatible with the Reforma, which is the Mexico stuff. I'm like, well, there's a lot more in Mexico than there is in the Sierra Nevada stuff, although the Sierra Nevada stuff was pretty nice. I did get to drive it a bit, going up through the mountains and stuff, but I'm guessing eventually they'll come up with a patch or something to make it work. 141 is very new. The Ford Aeromax, actually, I did drive that a bit on my own. Not too terribly long ago, like a month or two ago. It was a nice truck. It wasn't amazing, but it was nice. Okay. What time is it? in game. 5:30 p.m. I don't really want to start a job quite that late. I have fatigue is on because I didn't turn it off. And so I'm trying to make myself always sleep at night because I really don't like driving at night. Although it would be good, I guess, to test out the lighting of the truck. You know what? I gotta discover this dealer anyway. No, I'm not gonna go on the highway just to go over to the truck dealer. This always happens when I'm streaming. I'm hot, but it's pretty well. The temperature's pretty well. Yeah, it's 70 in here. I just feel hot for some reason.
Beginning route navigation.
78 degrees in your room? That's hot. I couldn't stand it. I hate summer. I hate hot. I can't stand it. Some people like it. I can't. Okay, that's the headlights on. So everything's off. See, right now, this is like a lighting thing and a mod thing, but right now, the running lights should be on. Like those bullet lights on the roof. And I don't know if they're on and they're just super dim and you can't tell. But you really don't see them until it's actually dark outside, which is kind of annoying. And the dashboard inside doesn't light up either. $66. Well, yeah, in the house that would make sense. 78 is high. That is hot. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on. I just want to make sure the dashboard lights are... Yeah, it's not making any difference. That's what I thought. Oh, maybe I have to have those on. Usually I've never seen those check marks make any difference. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I can see the bullet lights now. Okay. I had to have those check marks on. There you go. I've never really had to worry about that before, but okay. What about reverse? Yeah, those reverse lights aren't lighting up, though. At least I can't tell. Ooh, I don't know my Celsius too much, but I know 35 is really freaking hot. Yeah, we had a week just about 5 days where the temps were between 90 and 95 with very high humidity, and oh my god, that was horrible. And then just last week, it was like 85 to 90, and it was still humid, so it was bad, but it wasn't as bad. And it was only like 2 or 3 days. It wasn't as bad as that first heat streak that we had. Yeah, the humidity is what really makes it bad. Although I still would never live in somewhere desert-like. Like my grandmother lives out in Nevada, like near Las Vegas, where it's like over 100 degrees every day this time of the year. And all I hear every time people talk about some place like that, they're like, oh, but it's a dry heat. And I'm like, okay, I understand that the heat isn't nearly as bad when there's no humidity, but 110 plus degrees is still really freaking hot. I'm pretty sure I would not be able to function there either. When, yeah, it's nice that there's no humidity, but that's still really freaking hot. Then my mom's got a friend that lives somewhere in California that's pretty close to a desert area. Ironically enough, the place is called like Palm Beach or something like that, but it's in a freaking desert. I doubt there's any palm trees there. Oh, I gotta put the map back on. I can't see this one. But she keeps showing me like the temperatures of the place where he lives. And she's like, yeah, it's like 120 there today. And I'm like, holy crap, I can't even imagine 120 degrees. Holy crap. People must just drop dead if their air conditioning dies. And I think they do. They really do. It's just, I mean, that's happened in other places where usually it doesn't get as hot as it got this summer. And, you know, places that could get away with not having air conditioning, but this year you really can't. And people have died from it. The heat exhaustion is just too much. Especially older people, because the thing with older people is they don't feel it as much, the heat. But it's still affecting their body. Like my neighbors that I'm hanging out with all the time, he's got central air, and he's got a big house with a central air system in it. But what does he set the temperature at for the thermostat? 76 or 70, no, I think 78 degrees. Could you imagine having a house where you have a central air system, but you set it as 78? I'm like, you know, it goes down to like 65, right? Actually, he's the one with the system that needs work. Because especially when the sun is at its brightest to the hottest part of the day, it can barely keep up with 78. It needs work up in the attic, and he's too stubborn to do anything about it. But you know, it's not my house. I don't have to live there. But oh boy. Oh, an Alco switcher, like an S1. Trying to think of what other Alco switchers there are. S1 through S7 or something like that. Or do you mean like a road switcher, like a RS1?
Right.
S1, yeah. Yeah, those are pretty cool. The EMD version of that would be an NW2, which is what O&W ran, along with the 44 tonners. I don't really have anything I need to do here. I just wanted to discover it. 6 p.m. I think I'll sleep. And then I guess we'll drive in the dark for a little. Whoa, wait a minute. I see something. I spy. My little eye. Is that a floating garbage can? It is. This isn't map mod territory. This is SCS territory. That's pretty funny. What was that noise? Is that the music? Music's dead anyway. Let's see, is there a collision on it? Oh, I knocked it down. Oh, that's pretty, okay. So it's a movable object. I see. Maybe even though this isn't a modded area, maybe one of the mods is somehow messing with the physics. Neat. That was pretty funny. I've seen a couple of things floating, actually. That's not the first thing I saw floating. You know what I gotta do? gotta go into the... Well, first off, the truck dealer. I still didn't check out the one truck that I just added. I'm not gonna buy it, but I just want to look at it in the mod dealer and see if it crashes or anything. Let's see. There's the Autocars. AT and DC. That's at the Volvo dealer for some reason. International 9800. Oh, International 9800 is in. I gotta test it. I gotta actually road test it. Oh, there's also this Ford. That's a pretty new mod too. Not gonna get it right now, but it's got a it's a box truck, but you could change it. See, you can change it to a fifth wheel. I'm gonna need a lot of cash to play around with this truck though, because it's expensive and I gotta play around with the different chassis options, and I think there's like a little dolly trailer that I can put behind it so that it can then haul regular trailers, but I don't know how that really works. So that's an eventually thing. But it doesn't crash when you look at it, at least in the dealer. Okay, Marmon's still out. I can't even look at that until I'm level 21. Well, that's going to be a while. But selecting it doesn't crash the game, at least. Now, since this is test profile, I could get a mod that just gives you, like, tons of money and all the levels and stuff, but I don't really want to do that. I'm not too worried about it. I just don't want, like last time I streamed this, there was some wacky issues where, like, some kind of glitch vehicle was driving by and just screwing everything up, and then there was all these different wacky lights in the sky. And so far, I'm not seeing that anymore. That was driving me nuts because I was taking out different mods, and sometimes the light would go away and sometimes it would come back, and I couldn't tell what mod it was, so that's why I'm just starting from scratch here. Oh, trailer dealer. I'll look at that too. Yeah, see, there's this little, like, dolly thing. See? Now that would be something that go behind, like, that box truck, that Ford box truck, and then I think this would basically give you a fifth wheel to hook up a trailer to. But I don't know how that would really work, because if you're already pulling this thing around, that's going to count as you driving your own trailer. So then how do you pick up another trailer on top of that? I don't know. I haven't messed around with it yet. Oh, interesting. Drive in. A lot of these I'm not high enough. Level 4, blah blah blah. Yeah, now these ones, since they're relatively small trailers, small older trailers, they should be available from low level, and they are. So, I don't like the chrome. Seems a little crazy. That's only 32 feet. Yep. Oh, there are skins for it. Good, that's what I was wondering. Oh, yellow freight. Cool. It's like a 70s trailer, I think it said. UPS. Southeastern freight. Cool. Guaranteed overnight delivery. God. Yeah, somebody thought they were really smart for coming up with that one. Oh, look at the old FedEx. Yes. The old FedEx logo. Cool. I love old stuff. I can't help it. And these are the even. Oh, that's the dual trailer. There's a vintage, like moving van type trailer. That's cool. It's too damn shiny though. Paintable, yeah. I don't like the shiny one. Oh yeah, look at that old moving van stuff. Atlas van lines. There's like different videos on YouTube of trains hitting trucks, and one of them is an Atlas van lines trailer that's stuck on the crossing. Mayflower, boy, a lot of these I haven't seen on the road in a while, though I'm never really on the road much. And United. Cool. Okay. Very cool. Chip van. Well, that's a Smarties trailer. I just paint that part. That's neat though. Okay. Let's get back to work. Oh, Lubbock. Oh, that works too. Okay, good. Did I not get the tanker that's supposed to be like rubber ducky tanker that goes with the truck? It might be this. It says bulk feed. Sometimes they don't show up as their own trailer. Oh, this one I wanted to check because this one's pretty old. The mod. Seems to be okay then. I think it can be doubles too. That's pretty neat. Okay. Nothing's crashing. Very good. Knock on wood. Sleep once, and then it's going to be dark. It's too early. Yeah. It's only going to be dark for a few hours, though, so that's kind of perfect. Now we can test out lighting and stuff. Okay, there's the first step of lighting with the running lights, and now that it's dark, you can see them pretty good. What about reverse? Okay, those do light up, but you just can't see it in the day. What is that noise? It's not the music. I don't know. There's the headlights. There's the high beams. Boy, the high beams barely do anything. You can't even see it from the front at all. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool. Now what am I out of air? It's almost got enough pressure. Now that it's nighttime, I can see the in-cab GPS just fine, so I can turn off that one. Oh, there's a PSI gauge over there, too. I think that's my brake air. Yeah, that's my brake air. I don't know why there's so many PSI gauges. Nothing's labeled. So no wackiness going on with the lighting. The mirrors all look fine. So that's good. No crazy bright lights with the reverse lights. I remember, or the brake lights, I mean. I remember that was an issue with one of the modded trucks I was playing not long after the lighting mod came out. hit the brakes and everything just lit up red. It was insane. Like in front of you, behind you, everywhere, just bright red. You couldn't even see anything whenever you hit the brakes. I think I finally got a fixed version of that truck, so it stopped happening. Oh, where am I going? Why did I think that was the way? This is how Redbird drives when it's dark. That's the way out. Okay, let me look at the map. We are in Elko, Nevada. Let's just pick a job, I guess. Now, considering that I only have to do, like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 more potato loads for the event, I don't have to go back to Idaho. Because you guys are gonna... It's gonna get boring just driving the same road back and forth. Well, if I could get to, like, Napa or Boise, that would be okay, I guess. Oh, there's Boise. Okay. 42, 10,000 total to Boise. Let's see, freight market, if I can beat that. Oh, these dinky little broken cars. That's only for a certain truck to haul. I think I showed that off on stream once before. Going to Boise. No. Okay. Yes, but it's not as good. Yeah. Okay. External it is. That job's still there. The only real downside of external jobs is you're speed limited at 65. I don't think this truck would go a whole lot more than that anyway. Maybe with a different transmission.
Beginning route navigation. Turn right.
We have some lighting issues. I've got my right hand blinker on right now. And we've got a blinking red light on the left side. What's going on outside? Outside it's all curved. It shouldn't be even a red light though, it should be amber. That's weird. And then it's blinking inside on the right instead. Oh, what happens if I put the left blinker on? Oh. Interesting. I don't know why it's blinking red. Okay, that needs to do a little bit of work, but it's not too bad. It's not blinding. It's a little weird, but it's not blinding or anything. I wonder if I put my 4-ways on. Yeah, okay.
Keep right.
What if I hit the beacon button? Nothing. Okay, yeah, there's no beacons on this truck. Sometimes with a lot of the truck mods, the older ones, I don't think it's really as much of a problem nowadays, but a lot of times you hit O, the beacon button, and a lot of times the game would just crash as soon as you hit the button.
Use the right lane, then turn right.
Weird, really weird that it's lighting up on the left side when it's really the right blinker. That's interesting. By the way, GPS, you're supposed to tell me to turn left. Kind of missed that one. I think I'm on doubles. Oh, there it is. Of course. Prep. So, I don't remember if I asked everybody this, but how's everybody doing? Tired, yeah. I guess it's pretty late for you now, huh? Time zones, how do they work? Well, that's good burn. Wrong way, Magoo. A little at a time, man. Wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. This will be a lot easier during the day, of course. Oh, it's not late. Oh, well, no. You're Sergi. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're on my time.
Beginning route navigation.
You know what's bugging me lately with this game? Is for some reason, even though my mouse is locked, thankfully it's not changing the window on the other monitor, but even though the mouse is locked in the game, when I scroll in and out in the game, something over on the other screen, in this case it's the chat and OBS, is scrolling up and down. It should be locked. I don't know why it does that. It's very annoying. Anywho, I think I'm gonna go this. No, we're gonna go that way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I've got 3 monitors, and I've got the mouse locked into ATS in the main monitor in the middle, but for some reason. Okay, now it's not happening, but for some reason, if I'm too close to the edge or whatever, we'll start scrolling stuff on the other monitors, and it's like, what the hell? It's really annoying. Okay, looks pretty straightforward. We can get these question marks after I drop off the trailers, because we're hauling doubles, so I don't want to be driving loops around looking for question marks. Okay, let's see if we can get out of here. This is going to be a little tricky, actually. This truck is long frame. I think we're good.
Take the left turn ahead. Turn left.
I'm making this as wide as I can make it, game. Oh no, I'm not. It's way over there. No, it's not. I can't see. So this is kind of a typical for me, I guess. Oh, the road is over here. Looks weird.
Use the left lane, then
Blind bear drives the truck. Of course, as soon as I stop, the light changes. Now we gotta try to get going again. Come on. This is not a very powerful truck either. Okay, there's the edge of the road. Thank you. God, I'm almost in 10th gear already, and we're doing 30. That's not good. Only got 12 gears. Turn my I just turned my high beams on for a second. It made absolutely zero difference. Yeah, they really changed the way the lighting is. Not sure how much I like it.
Continue straight.
When I get that G29, I have a real clutch pedal and a real shifter. I'm gonna have to remember how to drive stick. It's been a while. I know how to drive stick. Of course, I've never driven a big rig truck before, but I used to drive around in a Jeep Wrangler with a 5-speed, and I don't know if the clutch wasn't too great or
Use the right lane.
the transmission
Then
wasn't
turn
too
right.
great either, but it was kind of hard to drive that. Sometimes it ran just fine, and other times it was hard to get into gear, especially first gear. Just trying to get it into first gear, you had to really work that shifter. Or you had to double clutch. Sometimes I had to double clutch a lot with that truck. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like to actually drive stick in game. With this clutch pedal and a shifter. That's going to be fun. It's like I'm invisible. This truck has a train horn, by the way. I don't know why, but it does. That's the big horn. The smaller horn is actually even louder. That's the small horn. It's a little ridiculous. Still in a 30. So. Okay, now it's 70. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. I was kind of getting into a funk. I don't know if it's a funk or what, but I've been sleeping a lot. Like, I slept last night, but before I started streaming, I was watching videos and stuff, and I was starting to get tired. And then I said, you know what? No, I have to stream. I know I can stream today. I haven't streamed in a while. I got to do it. And I do like doing it once I start streaming something. It's just motivation, I guess. Okay, those high beams do help a bit. not sure, but I think with the G29 I'm gonna lose like maybe 2 buttons compared to how many buttons I have on this, which doesn't make any sense to me. They're like, oh, we made this new wheel, it's better in this, that, and the other, but it doesn't have as many buttons. And I'm like, how does it not have as many buttons? I think it'll have the same, it depends. There's a couple of buttons down in the middle that are like PlayStation Home button and like some other buttons that maybe are just there to program buttons on the controller. So I have I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to map anything to those 3. There's these 3 buttons down there. So if I can't map anything on those buttons, then yeah, I'm going to lose like 2 buttons to compare it to how many I have on this. Considering how much of a pain in the ass it is to reach the keyboard, that's a big deal. Okay, I knocked him down. Oh, this is a fun road to drive at night. The sign did recommend me do like 35 or 40 miles an hour, and I kind of glossed over it. That one's 45. Going 50. I do like the windy roads, even though they're kind of a pain, especially at night when you can't see them. Hi there, how you doing? Sorry, I can't really read out your name yet. Oh. Trucking's doing pretty good. I kind of wish I slept twice so that it wouldn't be dark, but I did want to test out how the lighting is. High school. How you doing? We're driving a Mac R, the famous convoy truck, the rubber ducky truck, which is the Mac R with a sleeper. That is a movie. I hate to admit it, but I never actually watched that movie. I know a lot of the popular clips, and I of course know the Convoy song, but I never actually watched the movie. It's a little bit before my time, and I never actually sat down and watched it. I have to. I really have to someday. But I never think of it either. Did I pronounce it right? Oh, good. I was worried. I try. Okay, good. The sun's coming up. Thank you. I do mostly trucking, but I do a lot of other stuff too. I play Derail Valley a lot too. And what else do I play? Other random stuff. Are you following? Yeah, thank you very much for the follow. It's like high school. Okay, cool. Was that loud? It's supposed to be loud, but it's probably a little too loud, huh? I'm not very good at the whole volume leveling front. Clang clang. Fun fact, when I used to have Skype up all the time back before Discord was a thing, that was my notification sound for anything going on with Skype, somebody messaging me or whatever. That was the Skype sound. Clang clang. It's the railroad bell. And then if somebody called me, that would be the sound that somebody gets when they subscribe to me now, the train whistle noise. Yep, trucks and trains is the main thing of this channel. I've sprinkled in some other random stuff too. I play the older trucker games a lot too, like 18 Wheels of Steel series. Haven't done rig and roll yet. I really should. Well, maybe I'll save that for when I get the G29. I keep talking about it. I guess I'm really making up my mind that I'm going to get it now. But rig and roll actually has, even though it's an older game, it does actually have on the key bindings specific first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, so you can set up an H shifter. The sad thing, though, in rig and roll is I think, as far as I can tell, there's only 6 gears in that game. Any truck you drive. It might even be 5 gears. Which is kind of sad, but it's just the way the game works. It works, though. One thing I could do in rig and roll that I can't do in any other game is you can set up sequential shifting where it's just up, down, just like this. But you can also set up having a clutch pedal. Usually, if you want to have a clutch pedal like an ATS here, you also have to have the H shifter. You can't have a clutch pedal and a sequential gears set up. But in rig and roll you can. You can have a clutch, and then I think you have to have a clutch if you drive a manual. And so I have a little foot pedal switch, I think it's called. It's basically, it's a button that you hit with your foot. And that's what I use for the clutch. Usually, like in this game, I use that button for the engine brake, the Jake brake, to toggle it on and off. Lights aren't doing anything anyway, so now I just have it on running lights. Now the gauges did look a little bit different in the shadows there, at least. Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I guess nowadays a lot of semi-trucks are automatics. Especially, I think, in Europe, they pretty much all go on auto. Yeah. Makes sense. I think a lot of them in America are auto now, too. Now, I don't know how much I would like driving it in real life, but in the truck games and stuff, I always like to try to drive the older trucks. For saving gas, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with manual. You can now with an automatic with a truck transmission, probably can't do it. But it would be nice if it was automatic. But if you were going up a hill or something and you felt like you needed to downshift before the automatic decided to downshift, if you could just manually downshift once or twice but it would still mostly be automatic. You know what I mean? I wonder if you can do that with some of them. You can. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, then you can't really complain if you can do that on your own. So that would be the biggest complaint, is if you're sitting in an automatic and you're trying to get up a hill or something, and the automatic transmission's not quite caught up to the fact that you're trying to get up a hill yet. You can just knock it down a gear and say, hey, give me the power.
Use the right lane, then turn right. Turn right.
Okay, that's a red light. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's cool to see a real trucker here. By the way. Yeah. Only thing I've actually driven in real life with the manual transmission is my Jeep Wrangler for a while, and I had an old 74 VW Beetle for a while. That's what I learned to stick on, which was basically the easiest way possible to learn a manual transmission is drive a Beetle. You'll learn it in about 10-15 minutes. The Jeep was kind of a pain to drive, though. Shouldn't have been, but it was an old Jeep, 88 Jeep, and a lot of times you had to double clutch just to get it to go into gear. Mostly fun to drive, but sometimes it was a pain. It was my mom's car, and then she pretty much just gave it to me because with her carpal tunnel, she couldn't really drive it. I gotta put this map back up because the GPS during the day you can't see it. That's a problem with all these modded trucks. For some reason the GPS doesn't light up during the day. That was wild. Of course, the trickiest thing with manual is starting on a hill. You get the hang of it. You can always cheat and pull up the handbrake and get going and then release the handbrake. That's what my sister's husband used to teach me how to do. He drove a little older Honda wagon that was a stick. But he got in the habit of using that handbrake all the time, though, which wasn't always good. I got kind of lazy with it.
Turn right.
All the red lights today. Yeah, it's funny with American Truck Sim, they implemented the whole you turn right on red thing. But you're always driving a truck. In my experience, I guess legally trucks can turn right on red, but they never usually do. Because it takes them so long to get going and stuff. I know when I'm driving in this game, unless I don't have a trailer, I never even try to turn right on red. Because it just takes too long to get going. Even if I can really tell there's absolutely no traffic, I'll do it. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Continue straight.
Yeah. I guess if it's like 2 in the morning, you know there's absolutely no traffic, you do it. But normally, yeah, you just wait for the green.
Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left.
It's steep. I don't have a very powerful engine in this truck. I think well, it's not that bad. I think it's like 450 horsepower, I think. Detroit diesel. 8V 72. 71. What's it called? AV 71. Now we gotta try to stretch her out a bit. Finally on a highway. I just got this truck at the beginning of the stream. I don't think I really was on the highway much with it yet. Driving a lot of back roads. I think. But we're going to be speed limited at 65. Yep, there it is. Well, I think this truck will probably do a good 70 or so. Probably 75 if I really pushed it. Because I just went into 12th at 65. Not bad. Really skip gears with this truck. Not with this load anyway. Goal mode? You mean like a certain goal to win the game or something like that? Or is that an acronym for something? That's red light. Oh, get out and look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. I think eventually they'll do it. They're getting there. Like, alright, yeah, that makes sense. When you're in the service area for the truck or trailer and stuff, in that mode, then you can walk around. But yeah, if they made it so that you can walk around on the map, that would be amazing. I mean, they did it in there's a game that's trying to rival European Truck Sim, but it still needs a lot of work, called Over the Road. I think it's called Over the Road Trucking or On the Road. I think it's called On the Road, and it takes place in Germany.
Continue
and it's a lot like ETS, but it has a system where you can have tandems in that game, or a box truck, and you can go and pick up some cargo at one place, and then you can go to another place and get more cargo, which is neat. That's more realistic. And also you can get out and walk around the truck and hook up the trailer manually if you want to, and stuff like that. I think maybe the main thing holding that back with ATS and ETS is just the game engine. Maybe. I don't know. I gotta believe someday they'll do it. It'd be awesome. Even if they let you get out of the truck and walk around, but there's like an invisible barrier, like, I don't know, maybe 30-foot radius around your truck, so if you try to walk too far away, you just run into an invisible wall. It would kind of suck a little bit, but at least you would be able to get out and look at the truck and stuff. Yeah, that would be awesome. And then you could like inspect things and stuff.
Use the left lane.
And also a damage model would be something that would be nice if they could add. The older
Turn left.
18 Wheels of Steel games have a damage model. But I can understand with the higher graphics that this game has, that could be trouble. And what else was I thinking of that? Oh, and something that would be, I would think would be pretty easy to add would be exhaust smoke. Where am I going? Okay, they wanted me to go.
Continue straight.
Just whenever you're hitting the gas, blow smoke out the exhaust. And again, they did it in 18 Wheels of Steel. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Continue
Makes
straight.
sense. This is Boise, huh? Pretty nice. Pretty fancy. I'm being lazy.
Left lane.
When I made the left onto this road, you see the dashes across the intersection. I was supposed to stay in my left lane, but then I should have probably moved over to the right lane since I'm a truck, and then but I saw that I was going to make a left up here anyway, so I was lazy. I just stayed in the left lane. I guess it doesn't matter so much in town.
Turn right.
Oh, right-hand turn. Swing wide. Yeah, we're going on the sidewalk a little bit.
Turn right.
Would
Arrive.
have loved to come at that from the other angle. I should have checked out the map ahead of time and changed to that. Make it. Yeah. I'm okay with reversing, but I cheat a lot and look out the window this way. Which in real life, you really got to use the mirrors. You can't just turn your head all the way around out the window. Oh, this is gonna suck because doubles. Oh, Rumsey. Yes, that makes sense because they have the brandings of the trucks. Right, and the truck companies, they don't want their nice new fancy truck to have dirt or smoke or anything like that. Hi there, Rumsey. How you doing, by the way? Just noticed you now. I think it's the first time you said something. You're not gonna take that, are you? Nope. That was a rough thing because I tried to turn right coming in here. I should have looked at the map and gone away so that I would be able to make a left. I'm trying to kick that second trailer over. backing up doubles. Well, you said something about doing tandem, so you probably know how to do it, but for me, no. See, I've got her straightened out, but now I'm too far forward. So if I kick that one that way, I should kick that. Come on. How close are we? Really? You won't take that? So that back wheel is just like a like a half foot off. Oh, now it's way up. There's too many pivot points. You see? Yeah, see, I've got her straight, but I need to go... If I could just get her to go straight back. Cheating with the outside view right now, but the game is cheating by not accepting this. Come on. I might have to actually, I can't. There's no room. A lot of times with something like this where I can't get her to park right, I'll do a U-turn and go out and try again, but there's no room here to do that. This is infuriating because I've got it straightened out now, but it's too far forward. I feel like that's what should kick that second one back over, but it's not. What if I do it the other way? With these, it's almost like you gotta just wiggle back and forth until something clicks. Nope, nope, nope. How is it not taking this? Now I'm too far forward, but... Oh, this is infuriating because I'm so close. Just... Come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. Don't make me. I'll do it. I will unhook the trailer and then go spin around with the truck and bump that freaking back trailer over. Don't make me do it. I'll do it. Now, if I made a left in here from the main road, then I wouldn't have had to deal with this problem. Oh, now it's kicking over, but it's kicking over. There's too many hinges. Too many pivot points. Yeah, I'm just making it worse and worse now. Well, game, I had it straight and you wouldn't take it. Too damn stubborn to do the automatic parking thing, too. Just Oh, is it the front one that it doesn't like now? Front one's easier. No, it's still the back. You really won't take this. Alright. I said I was gonna do it. I don't know how realistic this is to real tandems, but I would think in real life they would be okay with this parking job. Oh, now I see how much further back it wants me to put it. I see now. I thought I was pretty much lined up and it was just the annoying I was just mad at this one back wheel being off, but no, it needs to go back a lot more. Okay. That wasn't the problem. I see. Oh, I can't turn this thing around, though. That's the thing. There's no room. Have to back this thing up. I should have planned ahead and figured out how to turn left in here. Turning right with doubles is never a good thing. Usually with doubles, parking is so easy because they never usually make you back up with doubles. Nope. But when you don't line it up on your first go, you're screwed. Right, yeah, they don't make people back up doubles. In fact, I think companies like... Okay, this is gonna be... If the truck was shorter... This is gonna be tricky. World's tightest U-turn attempt. Of course, if that trailer wasn't parked there, it would have been a lot easier. This is totally not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Because I'm already screwed. Because I can't back this thing up. It's just not working. Oh, I think we're gonna pull it off. See, the game is cheating by not accepting that parking job, so I'm cheating by using the outside view. Okay. Alright. We're gonna go around the block.
Recalculating.
Yeah, recalculating. Oh no, don't crash, game. Not after all that. Yeah.
Turn right.
No, I'm gonna turn left, thank you very much. I gotta be able to come in here from the other side. Oh no.
Use the left lane. Then
Oh, we're in one-way land.
turn left.
Oh god damn it. I hate one-way land. Manhattan all over again. I'm gonna have to go God knows how far out of my way just so I can turn around. Boise, why do you have to be so fancy? Welcome to trucking. Yeah, that's something you gotta deal with in real life.
Recalculating.
Oh, there's not one more crossover road. Nope. Great. How far out do I have to go just to turn around? That far out. At least it's not getting dark yet. Oh no, it's 10:30 in the morning. Good. We don't have to worry about it getting dark. I'm driving in the middle of the road and I don't care.
Use the right lane.
So I gotta
Take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the
Oh, I
right.
didn't have a choice there, did I? Well, we're taking a tour of the rest of the city of Boise. This was completely scripted. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Scripted.
Use the right lane.
Hi there, Sturgy. Welcome back. You missed me fail at parking. So now we're looping through the entire city of Boise so that I can try again. Oh, nice. Boy, this is gonna be tricky parking even when I do come with a left-hand turn, because there's just not much room to make a nice wide turn. I think.
Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left.
I love this song, but it's probably gonna get me a copyright strike or something. I think I tested it already. It's okay. Why am I going through like a condo complex or something here?
Continue straight.
This does not look like a road a truck should be on anymore. I just want to turn around. And it's pretty. Oh, there's a delivery place there. Swinging out as wide as I can. It's like residential area. Imagine living here in this big giant truck with double trailers full of lumber
Take the left turn ahead.
coming through.
Turn left. Continue straight.
I have to make sure I do this right, because if I screw it up, it's going to be another lap. Yes, okay, straight through here, left, and yeah, okay. That's what I want. In one-way land. Any left? No. Ending anyway. It's a big hill. Gotta get all the way over, don't I? It's okay, I had my blinker on.
Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left. Take the left turn
Okay.
ahead. Turn left.
Second chance. I think this is wide as we can make it. See, there's no room to make it wide. I'm hitting trees or something. Usually they give you a little bit of space, but this is just right in the city. Okay. I know, right? You're crazy.
Alright.
Because it makes sense because it's a construction site. Okay, I am swinging as far over as I can get. If it doesn't take it this time, I don't know what to do. Okay, this should be good. That's what you gotta do. You can't make a right in here with doubles. You just can't. Creep, creep, till it turns green. Come on. Thank you. Whew. Had to use every inch they gave me to get that thing in. Still made it in time, though. Well, it's an external contract. There wasn't any chance that I wouldn't make it on time. Oh, if you made it right? Yeah, I guess maybe you could. Well, I couldn't. But somebody skilled enough could. Okay. So we didn't level up. Where are we now? We're in Boise, Idaho. This does not seem like a place. This is too fancy to get potatoes from, probably. Oh, I'm gonna just free drive over here and get the question marks, actually. That's probably a dealer. Actually, even before I do that, I'm gonna exit for a second. Because it's time to add in another mod or two. I'm mostly just driving, but I'm also testing out mods. Because last time I played this, the sky was all funky colors and stuff, so I started from scratch with this profile, and I'm just adding one or two mods in at a time and making sure the game behaves. Oh, nice. Now, what did I say I was going to add next? I'm not even going to try that. I know that's going to be broken. That mod is just too old. Actually, this one, the regular Freightliner FLC by XPS, I think, hasn't been upgraded, and you can't even add it. Somebody worked on this, I think. Edit mod for personal use only. Just says XPS. I think somebody did a little something with this to make the mod work in game, but I don't know if like the lighting and stuff is gonna work. I don't think I want to try that yet. I have a feeling that might break stuff. Let's get the Ford Aeromax in. Oh yeah, driving keyboard. Oh boy. I used to do it a while ago when I first started with truck games. I drove keyboard. And with the older games, you can get away with keyboard a lot more, but yeah, driving ATS with keyboard. Oh boy. If you want, I guess it's better than keyboard, but it's not as good as a wheel. You can get like a Xbox controller or a DualShock controller type thing. See me, I always played games just with the keyboard, and then I got my first wheel, which was much worse than this. It was one of these kinds of wheels. And you could only turn it 90 degrees each way, but it was a lot better than nothing. But I never had an actual controller, like an Xbox controller or PlayStation controller. I just never had one. So I sometimes play some other games that are really supposed to be played with a controller. Oh, actually, I wanted to do that truck. But I'd play like, I don't know, like Half-Life 2 or some other shoot game or some other game that you're supposed to be using a controller with, Dark Souls, and I'd be playing it with the freaking wheel because that's all I had. Yeah, I don't really try to do that too often nowadays, but I did for a while. It was kind of fun. Yeah. Keyboard's tricky. It's a lot of, you gotta really just tap those keys with keyboard. Just very little movements. And it's still, it's hard. I'm actually about to upgrade this wheel. I'm gonna get a G29. Pretty much decided I'm definitely gonna do that. I think the wheel itself with a G29 is going to feel pretty similar to this, but it's going to have a clutch pedal and a H shifter. So I can actually go through the gears instead of just this homemade... Actually, I'm still going to use this homemade sequential shifter here. It's going to be my high-low. You know, you go through the 6 gears on the shifter, and then you change this, and then you got the next 6 gears, you know, that kind of thing. And I still want all of these buttons, too. Oh, Logitech, yeah, that's good. Okay, I just want a trailer to add now. Let's try this. This trailer's kind of old. Let's see if that still works. I don't know if that's onable, though. I have too many mods. I love them all, though. I think it would be just as good as with a PS or a Xbox controller. Anything that's analog, really. As long as it's got the analog sticks, I think it would be pretty good. I've never tried it, but I think it would be pretty good. Yeah, as long as it hooks up to the computer. If it's USB and the computer can recognize it, then yeah. The nice thing with ATS is it's a new enough game, it allows you to have multiple controllers. Like I have this wheel here, this is a Logitech Driving Force. And then I have this I don't know if you can see this. This webcam is garbage, but this is a really old wheel that I had for a long time. But it's just the front of it, and the wires and stuff, and it works kind of like just a regular controller. And I'm just using it for extra buttons. But then it also has. It used to have 2 paddle buttons. And that's what I wired up to this, which I made in my workshop. It's all, just a couple of threaded rods and some wood, basically. Oh, Bluetooth dongle. I wouldn't know. That technology's too. I know probably an Xbox controller, since it's Microsoft. I think that you could probably just plug straight into the computer and it would just work. But I don't know about PlayStation, yeah. I'm gonna try it, see what happens. We already got the controller anyway. Let's see. I just want to look. Truck dealers. Odd. I just want to look at what I just added. What did I just add? Oh yeah, the W900 day cab. Ooh, and it's not level. Locked. Right. That works. Let's see. I'm not actually buying this now, I just want to look at it. Well, none of the chrome is messed up as far as I can tell. Excuse me. I'm just checking to see if when I fiddle around with different things, if it crashes. So far, everything's fine. A lot of different engine options because I have a few like mega engine packs. I really like this truck. This is an old Kenworth W900A. I usually go with the day cab, but the sleeper is nice too. And it's got a shotgun between the seats. You can't go wrong there. Do I not have paint jobs anymore? Oh no, it's got paint jobs. Okay, cool. I think this truck is supposed to be like a 73 or 74. Ah, that's the Smokey and Bandit paint job there, I think. Right? That's another trucker game. Yeah, Snowman. That's another trucker movie, I should say. That I know like certain scenes and certain references to the movie and stuff, but I never actually saw it. Okay, so that's all working. I want to get some more chrome on this. I want to make sure that's not broken. Get one of these big goofy chrome visors that I usually hate. Now see, this is the mode right here that I was talking about before, where you can hit this, switch camera mode to walking, and then you can actually use your arrow keys and walk around this. Walk around the truck, and you can crouch and look at the wheel real close. I mean, it's not the same, obviously, as going out on the world map and walking around, but it's something. And you can get rid of the dots and stuff and just go like this. Only thing is, there's no jump. Like, I'd like to be able to jump up on the hood. And the chrome visor looks okay. There was one iteration of the truck, this truck, I guess before it got updated or something, where all the chrome turned pink, but that's been fixed. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Is there horror movies about a trucker? Not that I know of. I don't know many horror movies, though. Well, closest you can get. Yeah, there is. It's called Maximum Overdrive. It's a Stephen King movie. where all of the machines become sentient, but it's mostly about the trucks. And this group of people is hiding out at like an old truck stop, gas station type place. Maximum Overdrive. That's a good fun movie, actually. That's really good. I mean, it's horror in a way, but it's not like a typical horror movie. It's more of like it's hard to describe. It's kind of like an action movie, but a lot of the time the people are hiding out in this truck stop, and then the trucks make them refuel the tanks and stuff, and they're always driving around in circles around the truck stop. It's pretty good, actually. And Duel, yeah, Duel is good too. I haven't actually seen Duel. I know the truck, I know some of the scenes, but I've never actually seen it. So many movies I need to make myself watch that I just haven't watched yet. I have the trailer from Duel, from the Duel truck, in this as a mod in this game. I'll show it to you. This is it. This is the trailer with the flammable cargo. So of course, I'm pretty sure at the end of the movie, the truck just blows up. But yeah, now there's not really a. I think I can hit that to show the truck, but there's not really a dual truck yet, as far as I can tell. Like, it should be like a Peterbilt 351. And as far as free mods anyway, I haven't found one yet. But yeah. But you can also, with this trailer, you can restore it and then give it a pretty paint job too. It's not like the dual truck anymore. Where's all my other paint jobs? You can't put it on the ownable trailer, I guess. That's annoying. But yeah, that's like a 1950s fuel trailer. All that, all, yeah. Yeah, as a real trucker, you would want to stay away from that thing. I would, yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Oh, Lord. I think I'm good for one more haul, and then I'm going to call it a stream. Where am I? I'm in Boise. Oh, right, I was going to drive down to that area and get the dealer. Never mind. I was kind of torn today whether I was going to stream this game or I was going to give 18 Wheels of Steel Holland with that rig and roll mod another shot.
Begin route navigation.
But I have been playing this for a couple days, just trying to go through and put on all the different mods and test them and stuff. So I figured, well, if I'm going through this game and getting all the mods working anyway, then I might as well stream it. Oh, are we going to be in an Austin Powers situation? No. Oh, well. I have to make a couple of point turns, but it won't be too bad. Oh, that worked out pretty good. Oh, Ramsey, thanks for the sub to high school. Very cool. One-way land. I know I say this every time I stream, but I gotta get to streaming a little bit more often. I've been actually kind of busy
Use
lately.
the right lane, then turn right.
Well, I've been busy when I was awake, I should say. But I have been sleeping a lot, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but. I finally mowed my lawn yesterday, and it's been so hard trying to find the right time to mow the lawn because it would rain really bad, and then it would be dry for like one day, and then the second day in the afternoon, I'm trying to wait until the end of the day in the afternoon so that it would actually dry. But then in like early afternoon, it would get a thunderstorm or something. I'm like, God damn it! I keep telling, you know, like my mom was annoying me about mowing the lawn, and I'm like, Mom, I need 2 dry days because about the worst thing you can do with a mower is mow wet grass. It's, well, not the worst thing, but it's not good for the mower because you're gonna dull the blades and all the wet grass clumps in to the mower deck and stuff. You just really shouldn't do it. Okay, for some reason I thought I missed a turn, but good. So yesterday we finally got 2 days straight of no rain, and I mowed at like, I don't know, like 5 in the afternoon or something. And as soon as I got like maybe halfway towards the back of the yard where the ground is lower, it was still soaking wet. I was like, I was watching the front tires of the riding mower. As soon as the tires started getting wet, I just made a right turn. I was like, okay, that's where we're cutting it off. But I was able to mow most of the lawn, at least. Yeah. Wasn't it green? I'm blaming Chad on that one. I'm pretty sure. Was it the left-hand turn one that was green, and I thought it was the straight one? Or did I completely miss the cycle? It had already turned back to red. Oops. I've been watching a bunch of... They're very addicting videos on YouTube. The dash cam videos. It's not always Russia, but a lot of times it's Russia. But, you know, the videos of accidents happening in front of them and stuff, and people just being idiots and going through red lights and crap like that. Very addicting to watch those shows. Not shows, videos. Oh, it's not your fault. I just need somebody to blame. I think I need fuel. I'm turning right from the left lane. I'm talking about the dash cam videos, and I'm making my own stupid dash cam video. Nobody was there. Are these not mic humps? They look like mic humps. Okay. I don't have a trailer, so I don't have to worry too much. I don't like how I can't see the lights at all. Like, I can't tell if they're on or off. I bet. Yeah. Sometimes there's bonehead truckers, but usually in those kind of dashcam vids, at least the ones that I use, usually the truckers are doing the right thing, and it's the cars that are doing the bad stuff. A lot of times it's cars. It's just these crazy drivers that just, no matter what, they have to get in front of that truck. You know, it's just in their head, they gotta get in front of it, even if they're not really going fast enough to get in front of it. Or they'll get in front of the truck and then they'll hit the brakes. Well, guess what? The truck can't stop. It's a truck. It's just like trains. You know, people trying to beat the train at the railroad crossing. The train ain't gonna stop. Four-wheel hell driver, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I believe it. I mean, that's why I guess dash cams are such a good idea because a lot of times you can catch that crap. So when they're trying to blame you as a trucker, you can just rewind the footage and say, look what this guy did. What was I supposed to do? Because that's the whole reason for the dash cams nowadays is for insurance.
Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left.
Yay, recruitment agency. And we're going to come around to a dealer, I think. These train cars are always parked here. That's very interesting with the gates. I wonder if a train can come on that one. Well, yeah, I don't think it really happens that often, but when it does, it's horrible.
Take the left turn ahead.
Left turn.
Turn left.
There's the
Take a
dealer.
U-turn.
International. Actually, let me go in this dealer. See if anything's broken. That sucks. Well, there's the 9800. Well, it's not crashing, that's good. I don't know if the sounds really work on this one. I like these old American cab overs too. I like old trucks in general. I'm just randomly picking a few different things. And oh, you used to drive buses, Rumsey. Okay. Cool. The only bus driving game I have is the bus simulator game by SCS, and it's pretty old and pretty crappy. You can't even drive from inside the bus. It's third person only. I've tried it a couple times, but I couldn't stand the fact that you couldn't get in the bus at all. I was like, come on, I can't get in the bus. Okay, everything looks like it's working. American cab overs are pretty much extinct, yeah. That's a shame. Because I guess the only reason why Americans went with cab overs back in the day is there used to be restrictions on the highways of the overall length of the whole truck. So if you went with a cab over, you could haul a longer trailer, I guess, or a longer set of trailers. But then by like late 80s, I want to say, early 90s, somewhere's around there, they got rid of that restriction. And as soon as they got rid of that restrictions, cab overs went the way of the dinosaurs, basically. I guess part of the problem was the American cab overs anyway. They were very bouncy. They used to call them freight shakers, freightliners anyway. Okay, I'm just testing a few things, making sure they're working. Okay. But yeah, I guess the suspensions weren't too great on them. They were pretty bouncy. And some people figured they weren't too safe too because there's no engine in front of you. But yeah, I do like the old cab overs. Europe, however, they're all cab overs. Oh, there's the Lone Star. That's an SCS truck. I almost thought that was a mod, but it's not. Oh, there's this Ford that I want to try out someday. Rough on the back, yeah. They figured it out in Europe, though. They're supposed to be really nice. Those cab overs are supposed to be really nice and comfy and stuff. I don't know what they did differently to make them so much better, but I think the only cab over for a while that was American that they kept making was Freightliner Argosy. But even that one they stopped making probably like 10 years ago or something. Okay. Now I think one more trip can do. Alright, Boise, let's see if we could get some potatoes. I don't know, Boise is like a big major city. It might be too fancy to have potatoes. Oh, no, there's some. Can I get more potatoes? Double? Catch them. Spin and catch them. Sorry, I have to lean forward. My tailbone's bothering me. Is that the only one? Catch them. Of course, for the event, it has to be an external job. Well, that one's only worth $700. Pelleted animal. That's really the only potatoes. Oh wait, Kennewick. Ooh. Time is at 5 o'clock. Actually, yeah, I got time. It's only 5 o'clock. That's not noof. If it was 7 o'clock, that would be a noof. Yeah, for this event, you need... There's the big potato, the big Idaho potato, this thing. You only need to do that one once for your personal bowling. And then all the rest of the loads you need to do potatoes, which is just this. It's too bad I can't change the trailer. I'd love to do doubles again, just because it'd be worth more. Wait, I thought I found a load going... Okay, this is Ketchum. I'm blind. Kennewick. That's a place I haven't been to yet. I could just go to Ketchum and have a short load and then... But no, I want to go... We can go through Nampa on the way. Pendleton. Yeah, I like Washington State. Because this is a new profile, so I haven't discovered much of anything. This is all mod land here, Mexico. It's Reforma. They have added more to it. You can go all the way down through Chihuahua now. Alright. Kennewick. I don't know if I'll finish this on stream. We'll see how I feel, but I'm gonna start it anyway. But I'm gonna be right back in a second. This freaking music. Turok, too.
Begin route navigation.
I will be right back. Sturgy saw that quick. Yeah, we're gonna do a little unboxing. First off, let me look at chat. Yes, Coast to Coast mod. I did run it for a while because it was compatible with the other mods anyway. But the problem with Coast to Coast is a lot of the roads are just kind of copy paste. Some areas are pretty nice, but a lot of other areas are pretty rough still on the Coast to Coast mod. It's not really worth it for me. It gets pretty boring. But some of it's nice. I think the Texas area and the southeast area, like state of Georgia, Tennessee, and stuff like that, that area of Coast to Coast is kind of nice. Still a lot of copy paste, but it's not as bad. Okay, so this box I got myself. I can't believe it came in this quick. I just ordered it yesterday. I got myself a webcam. Let's see. Oh, why is that so bright? Can't really see it too much. It's so bright, but I got myself a webcam to replace this one, the one that's looking at the wheel that you can barely see because the lighting, it doesn't pick up the lighting or whatever. It's just a really crappy webcam. But anyway, I got this one. It was like $35. Now, my first impression here is Amazon is really cheaping out because this is obviously a pretty flimsy box. It's just thin cardboard. And they didn't put it inside of another box. Usually stuff like this, they would put inside of, especially electronics. And you can see, the lighting is so bad. But you can see the bottom's all kind of crushed and puffed out. That's not good for electronics are kind of fragile. I mean, if this was like a brick or something, it wouldn't matter, but I'm not too impressed with the packaging here. I guess Amazon has got to pay Jeff Bezos for his 10-minute trip to almost space, so they're gonna skimp on the packaging. It did get here very fast. I only ordered it last night. Let's see. This is I think this is a little. This is like a little plastic flap that you can put over the webcam when you're not using it so that nobody can spy on you. I don't freaking care. I'm not worried about somebody spying on me with my webcam. Spy on me all you want. Send me a tip, maybe. Oh yeah, I'm not going to use that, but it comes with that. Well, maybe I won't make this last delivery. We'll just play unboxing and then setting up new camera. Instructions. It's instructions. Men don't read instructions. But this, I don't even know why I'm opening this because I'm never going to use it, but it's kind of neat. It's a little, like, tripod thing that you can stretch the legs out on and put the camera on. It's neat. You know, I won't use it for the webcam, but it's got a clip too that you can hang. I might use it for something else. Let me see. This camera was around after taxes, which I don't remember ever used to paying taxes on online orders, but nowadays you do. I think this camera was around $35 so far, which is decent. I mean, all it needs to be is better than this one that's looking at the wheel now, and I think any camera would be better than the one that's looking at the wheel. I want to see. This is my my digital camera. I just want to see if this little tripod thread into it. Oh, it does. The problem with this digital camera, for some reason, the little threaded hole to screw the tripod into is way off on one side, so I don't think this will really work, unfortunately. This, because it's going to be too lopsided. Oh, actually it does work. No, it's too lopsided. It doesn't work. It might work, but it's very flimsy. You can't even see what I'm doing here, but see the legs for the tripod, but the spot where they thread into the camera are way off on the one side, so I don't think it's really going to work for that, but whatever. It does thread into it nice, though. Of course, that's not what I got this for. That's supposed to be for the webcam. Let's see the webcam now. Impromptu unboxing. Why not? Here's the webcam. That's fancy. Doesn't turn left and right, but there you go, webcam on webcam action. For $35, it looks pretty well built. It's got a nice mounting thing. There's the threaded thing that you wanted to put it on the tripod. Threads to that. This would thread to that if you wanted to. It's out of the way. I'm never going to use this little tripod thing, but that's cool to have. Yeah, I'm going to have this one pointing at the wheel. It's got a microphone too, which means I always got to make sure that I'm not using that microphone, unless I find out that the microphone's pretty good and I use it instead of this dangling one. But I don't usually, webcam mics aren't going to be as good as something like this, because it just picks up too much and it would be over there. Or I could have this one be the one that faces me and move that one over there. I don't see. It's got a nice long wire, which is what the old one is missing too. Too short of a wire. Well, I'm gonna stop streaming just for a minute, just long enough to unplug that one and plug in the see just how good it looks looking at the wheel. Why not? Move some things around. Screws. Alright, be right back. Don't go anywhere.